Why I came to New York? I was always a New Yorker at heart. I love New York. I performed here all the time. I'm way more of an East Coast person than a West Coast person, but I got Shakespeare in the Park. So I was cast in On the Town, directed by George C. Wolfe, Shakespeare in the Park, 1997, with Jesse Tyler Ferguson as my sailor. I was Hildy the cab driver. Jesse was already here because he was going to AMDA, but the two of us just kind of fell in love with each other and the city, and there was no way I was leaving. Neither one of us. So that's it. So I've been here ever since. It's the greatest city in the world. I mean, to quote everybody in Hamilton, once I got here in 97, there was no fucking way I was going back to LA, where everybody's so nice. They're so kind. They offer you Sprouts while they stab you in the back. In New York, fuck you. If we don't like you, we will tell you. I know how people always say New Yorkers are rude. It makes me crazy when they say that. You ask a New Yorker how to get from point A to point B, and they will give you 10 different ways, and then another person will come up and give you 10 more. Do you know what I mean? Boston is rude. People in Boston are rude, period. They will punch you in the face if you're wearing a New York Yankees hat. But New Yorkers, we are the salt of the earth. It's just that we don't like to waste time. So don't waste our time, and you're gonna be just fine. I always loved one of the first times I came to the city way back in the 80s when I was doing a show at the Duplex. I was taking a bus. Because I forget where I was going, but you couldn't take the subway, but I was taking a bus. And of course it was the summer, it was wicked hot. So the bus's windows were open and we passed these two guys standing on the street. One guy goes, fuck you, and the other goes, fuck you. Yeah? Well, fuck you. Oh yeah? Well, fuck you. Oh yeah? Well, fuck you. That's all it was just fuck you back and forth for like the entire block. It made me so happy. It's like, I am in New York. I think that people think of New Yorkers as rude or what goes on here is rude, and that's 100% incorrect. The other thing they get wrong about New York is how easy it is to get around in New York. When people say to me, I don't want to drive in New York, I'm like, are you fucking kidding? It's a grid. Odd streets go one way, even streets go another way, odd avenues go one way, even avenues go the other way. It's, you know, hello. But I just am always amazed by people. I'm terrified, New York drivers. It's not New York drivers, it's New Jersey drivers who come to New York and don't, for example, know how to take a left turn because it's illegal to take a left turn everywhere in the state of New Jersey. So if you see a Jersey license plate with their left turn blinker on, get the fuck off, out of the way, they're coming on the sidewalk. Just, you know, run into the nearest building. I can get anything I want within walking distance in New York City, which is one. Very, very grateful for that. And by anything I want, I mean I can go to the movies, I can go to art museums, I can see live jazz, I can buy drugs, I can go to the corner store for a six-pack, I can stop and see a site that no one else is, like you see something, you've walked by it a million times, and then you go, wait, there's a plaque. Wait, what? You know, George Gershwin wrote Rhapsody in Blue in this building on 110th in Amsterdam, you know, stuff like that. So that to me is just the greatest thing about New York City. Whenever anybody says to me, I'm gonna go on vacation in New York and I've never been before, so I'm gonna go 5 days. It's like, honey, you need to go at least 10 days. All these hidden gems, like everybody goes to the Empire State Building. The Woolworth Tower was the tallest building until the Empire State Building, and what the Woolworth Tower has that a lot of people don't know about, for example, is a mosaic in the lobby that's all handmade by tiny little tiles, and it's the largest mosaic in the world, and it's gorgeous. So it's like, love to tell people that, you know what I mean? I love when people come to New York and they're like, we want to go to the Statue of Liberty and we want to go to Ellis Island, and I said, what do you want to do is you want to take the Staten Island Ferry. And you want to make sure you get that ferry so that when you come back at sunset, you're getting the sunset over Manhattan. And also while you're on that ferry, you should get a hot dog and a beer because the dogs are particularly good. There's so much. There's no other city that has this much. I always say my favorite city is Paris. I love Paris, but New York is the greatest city in the world.